Man is clearly very kind. He won't even hurt a snail. But when it comes to killing, he shows no mercy. Just grind flesh and bones into mince, and you get top-notch fishing bait for free. Enough for the man to fish by the lake all day. And just a few months ago, Bjorn was a lawyer who was constantly sidelined at work, not even invited to company parties.
Oh no. They didn't invite you to their luncheon?
As if she didn't know I hadn't been invited. I was the Cinderella of the law firm.
As a lawyer, the clients Bjorn served were mostly troubled young people in society, and his biggest client was the leader of these thugs, a man named DRA. Bjorn's job was not only to help DRA's men get off scot-free, but also to constantly adjust this man's business portfolio to ensure all his activities stayed under the prosecutor's radar. Although this job allowed Bjorn to provide his family with a comfortable life, years of non-stop work outside left him with less and less time to be with his family. He even forgot his daughter's birthday party completely. His wife complained about him constantly. This made Bjorn realize he needed to change his current situation. Introduced by his wife, Bjorn attended a psychological therapy course called Mindfulness, said to help him balance the conflicts between life and work, whether it was a psychological effect or not. After attending the course for a while, Bjorn really balanced work and life perfectly. He never answered client calls when he got home. Of course, this also made DRA yell at him often. Until this day, under the guidance of the course teacher, Bjorn decided to separate from his wife for a while to improve his focus. Unexpectedly, this move got his wife's strong support. The woman couldn't wait for the man she argued with constantly to move out immediately, and life seemed to step into a brand new rhythm. However, what happened this day changed Bjorn's life forever. Having not seen his daughter for a while, Bjorn specially took time off and made an appointment with his wife to take their daughter to a villa in the suburbs for a few days. But before leaving, his wife made a request to Bjorn.
And please, stick to the same bedtime. She needs her sleep or it'll throw off the whole next day. And most importantly, make sure the mafia idiots stay away.
Yeah.
Bjorn, do you hear me?
Yeah, Katerina. I swear to you, if I get a hint of mafioso vibes, I'll call off the trip. I'm not done.
He had just promised his wife to protect their daughter's safety, but on the way back to the villa with his daughter, Bjorn received a call from gang boss DRA. The other party said he needed to see him immediately, because there was an urgent situation. Bjorn knew what would happen if he didn't go, so even though he was pissed off at the moment, he had no choice but to take his daughter to DRA's place. To ensure the child wouldn't hear those dark things, Bjorn had to leave his daughter with the receptionist at DRA's company first.
Hello, Doro.
Hi.
Could you share some of those nice neon markers with my daughter for half an hour?
When Bjorn met DRA, it was obvious the man was very angry. Bjorn asked DRA what had happened. Unexpectedly, the man said he had accidentally killed someone. Bjorn thought this wasn't a big deal for DRA. As long as there were no surveillance cameras around, he could easily help DRA get out of it. But a school bus happened to pass by at that time. And for some reason, each of these teenage kids had a phone. They even learned to upload videos online. DRA's face was clearly captured. Now even if Bjorn called the judge dad, he couldn't get DRA off the hook. But DRA didn't care about anything. He paid money to have Bjorn solve the trouble for him. He had to come up with a way no matter what today. Seeing things had gotten out of control, Bjorn could only suggest DRA go abroad to lie low, wait 30 to 40 years until things calmed down before coming back. DRA thought this method might work, but Bjorn said he was just joking. DRA probably couldn't even step out of the building now. The police must have laid ambushes everywhere. Hearing this, DRA got angry. He pressed Bjorn against the table, ordered the man to think of a way to save him as quickly as possible, then left the room. His daughter was still in this building. To prevent DRA from harming the child, Bjorn planned to use a risky method. On the surface, he left DRA's company with his daughter. Secretly, DRA lay in the trunk of Bjorn's car. It turned out he planned to take DRA and his daughter to the vacation villa to hide for a few days. However, there were indeed police checking vehicles outside at this time. To catch DRA as soon as possible, they would check every vehicle leaving one by one. But Bjorn acted very calmly when encountering the police. Even when hearing the police ask if he had seen DRA, he took the initiative to say the man was in his trunk. But the police didn't believe him at all, especially when seeing Bjorn's daughter in the car. The police let Bjorn leave without any suspicion. The rest of the journey went smoothly, until Bjorn drove to the destination. He got out of the car first, but when he took his daughter out of the car too, knocking sounds from the trunk caught his attention. At the same time, a terrible thought came to him. So Bjorn directly ignored DRA's cries for help. Bjorn put the keys on the trunk, took his daughter and started their one-day vacation. And it was a sweltering summer at this time. Under the sun's rays, the temperature in the trunk where DRA was would rise to 57.3 degrees. One could imagine what this man would go through.